Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're trying something new. Well, not new. We've done this before, but we haven't done this before. I wanted to touch on, a lot of people ask, how cheap can I build a Fast and Furious car? See it in my comments all the time. The short answer is, the word cheap and Fast and Furious do not go together. However, we can build a budget-friendly Fast and Furious car. Let's take, for example, the EG Civic, the Heist car that we use. A super iconic car. You see it in a lot of scenes throughout the movie. The EG Honda Civic Si they used, you know it's an Si because it has the sunroof on it, was definitely one of the more known cars. And we can build this relatively cheap. Now, the problem is we can't build it exact. There's certain things like the access wheels are not only extremely difficult to come by, they sell for about $2,000 before you put tires on them. The body kit made by VIS, it's a bomber kit. They're about $3,000 before you install and paint it. And the spoiler is extremely difficult to come by. But we can still build a tribute Fast and Furious Heist car Civic. The difference between a replica car and a tribute car is the replica cars would be near identical. If you're from Saskatoon and you know Kurt Loth, you probably know his Heist car. I would consider that, and I could be mistaken, a replica car. It is very spot on to the movie. Whereas a lot of the Fast and Furious cars you've seen me build are tribute cars. For example, the Mia Torreto Integra I did, although it looked a lot like Mia Torreto's, it wasn't. Not only was it K20 swapped, it was a two-door car. Mia Torreto's car was actually a four-door car if you watch closely. There's certain things like that. You know, my Eclipse, I had different seats than the movie car, although if you look at it, you would know. That said, today's vlog, we are going to build a tribute Fast and Furious car as budget-friendly as we can. Let's go. Now, if you've been on the channel for, the last 6 months, you would have saw the vlog where I picked up the white EG Civic out in the field. That's the car we're going to use. I know it's not black, and some of you are like, oh, that's it, I'm out of here. Just hang tight, hang tight. We're going to use that car because this is a budget video, and that car was free to me. So we're going to use the EG Civic. If we were to go out and find a rust-free EG Civic, now, finding a rust-free Civic is like me looking for my keys in the morning. It's near impossible to find. A rust-free EG Civic, I'm not going to say it doesn't exist, but they're going to be a lot of money. So we're going to use the piece of shit I picked up in the field that the engine knocks and bangs on to build this car. The car is already lowered, which is a plus. But what we need to do, let's start first with the wheels. Now, I don't have a 17" by 7 axis wheel just kicking around. However, I did see on Marketplace some free, that's right, free 16" wheels. So we're going to go pick those up right now. I'll be back. We're going to get them on the car, see how it looks. Back, they look good. Next thing we need to worry about is the body kit. Now this is the issue, because when I think of a Fast and Furious Heist car, and I don't know about you guys, I think of three things. I think of the big wing on the back, the body kit, and the green underglow. Wheels, I think of, but not like those three items. The green underglow, the body kit, and the big wing. Now, like I said, the body kit made by VIS is near impossible to find. And that's okay, because we can do something else. So what I'm going to do here with the front bumper is I'm going to trim out all three holes. So you've got the two fog light holes, the main rad cooling hole. I'm going to trim all the plastic out of those right now, and then we're going to put in some steel mesh. What I'm doing, guys, I just got some aluminum mesh off. It was Amazon. I got this off Amazon, aluminum mesh. It was like, I think, $8 for a big roll of it. It's actually called expanded aluminum. And I'm just cutting pieces to fit over the holes here. And then what we're going to do is we will just epoxy these on there. Back in the day, like in the 2000s, I used to use zip ties, but you can see them from the other side. I was never a fan of that. So you could use JB Weld or just about anything to put these on. So we're going to do that. We're going to get these on there. And then we're going to move on to the next step of our budget Fast and the Furious build. As next up on our Fast and the Furious build not related to the movie, just something that kind of goes with the era. Carbon fiber hood. We're gonna build a carbon fiber hood for this car. I'm gonna time lapse it real fast, hammer it out, and then move on to the next step. And next up is the Veilside dual deck spoiler. This thing is honestly 40 pounds. It is so heavy. And it's blue. We're gonna have to paint it white, but that's okay. Let's take a look at it. Now again, going with the Fast and Furious theme, because it's not a true replica car, it's just a tribute car or themed car. How awesome does that look? I actually started sanding it a couple minutes ago. Thought it was time lapsing for you guys, apparently it wasn't. So we're gonna get this painted white and then move on with our next step. One thing I should point out before I move on to the next step, the Veilside spoiler, these are very difficult to come by. You do see them time to time on eBay, they'll pop up. They're not a Veilside, they're a different brand. They're a couple $100. I know of a guy that bought one and it needed a pile of work done to it to make it work. Just really bad casting job. That said, you got a spoiler for $200. I was fortunate enough, my buddy Donovan, who is a Honda hoarder, happened to have this kicking around in his shed and he gave it to me. What a nice guy. So we're gonna get this painted white and we're gonna get it back on our, we kind of moved away from a Fast and the Furious build to some sort of tribute car, but it's gonna be awesome. I'm still excited for it. Guys, things are going good with the Fast and the Furious build. We have the spoiler now mounted on there. I don't know, I'm digging it. I think it's gangster. I liked it on the Heist cars. It was a little bit of a shit show, but nonetheless, it's on there. Also, the grills are all in place on the front bumper. I'm gonna put the front bumper back on. Okay guys, the wing is on there. Things are looking good. We're moving in the right direction. Next up, the next step, we need to get this thing in the air. I only have 2 jack stands, but I do have some milk crates. Let's do that. After a grueling just over an hour, like underglow is so easy to install now compared to before, but let's give this a go here. Got the remote here. Oh, it's even on green already, look at that. Look at all the colors we got. We got green. Ooh, blue looks good. You guys see that? It's pretty good, it's bright in here too. We're going to take this outside in a bit here where it's dark. See how it looks. Ooh-wee. We got one more thing to install. Not really Fast and Furious related, but kind of that era, that tuner thing. I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, so let's actually talk about the car for a second. So the car, I don't know if you heard it, how bad it runs. I do not want to run it for long, or I might be pushing it up a slippery driveway. It runs like shit, but nonetheless, it looks cool and fast and the Furious. Like, let's do a quick walk around here. So naturally we have the rear light. Now, if you did see on the bottom, you can see the light a little bit. I'm gonna make a carbon lip, I think, that goes around there. And you won't see it anymore. Side looks good. We have the front and rear interior lights looking bomb. We have no wipers, we'll get there. And then of course the cool engine bay, transparent engine bay. And again, I think I'm gonna make a carbon front lip. Oh, I forgot about the bumper. We did do the cutouts on the bumper. Let's turn on the lights and see how this looks. That's better, a little bit brighter. Okay, let's check this out. So we made the hood, looks okay. A little bit of fitment issue there. It was fitting good, and then I put hood struts on it, and now it kind of pushes up there. We'll have to address that. Hood needs to be cleaned, it's super dirty, but the bumper looks pretty good. Otherwise, yeah, lowering our free wheels look bomb. Look at that. Oh shit, yeah, bud. Spoiler looks good. Actually, it looks massive, really. It's cool. There's still stuff from drilling on it. So that's it, guys. I want you to make sure you like and subscribe to this video. You make sure, because I think we're gonna build some more stuff on this car yet and get it cleaned up. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.